y'all, welcome back to another video. Today I really wanted to show you guys this notebook that I got from Walmart. Excuse my nails, I'm getting them done today. But this notebook is one of the Pen+Gear. It is called Art Paper Journal, but when you look like on the little UPC, it actually says like dot grid bullet journal. So it's nice that Walmart is getting some like bullet journal, planner, community kind of things. So I bought this one. My Walmart, keep in mind I am in New Brunswick, Canada, so there might be different things if you're in the States or whatever, but I got this from Walmart in the notebook section. And there was this one, and there was also a black and white and gold one as well. I asked my husband which one he liked better, and he liked this one better, and I was leaning towards this one as well because it's purple. But yeah, so it has this elastic closure with this like pen loop. It's not a very big pen loop. I'd probably cut it off, to be honest with you, but nice to have. So the elastic closure in here, I'm just gonna stick it away so it's not flapping about. It has this really pretty, I wouldn't call it rose gold, I'd call it more of a copper create kind of embossed in the front here, this foiling, and it actually has 3 bookmarks, which I absolutely love. And here's the kicker, I think I paid $4.83 Canadian for this thing. Look how thick it is. Look at it. Look at it. $4.83. It's got this really nice like mauve paper in the front here, and it has a spot for a key, your bullet code, and a color code. It's in French and English as well, and it has 3 pages for your index already laid out for you, so that is really cool. And this is what the pages look like. The pages are numbered. And I was actually watching a video by Tory Lynn, and I will link her video below, hopefully I remember. But she used this for the beginning of the year, and she fits 6 months in here. And for like the GSM of the paper, I couldn't find this online anywhere. So she guessed, I think 120 or 100 GSM for the paper. So it is not Leuchtturm paper, and it's not quite, you know, like Archer and Olive Dingbat's notebook. It's not that thick, but I don't think things will bleed on this. So I'm actually going to do a massive pen test. I have all of my pens over here. So I'm going to do a huge pen test with some watercolor and some ink as well. But it has numbered pages. The dots on her video, she had a like a grid cheat sheet. They were 25 by 38. So my dingbats that I'm using right now is 38 by 28. So it's a little bit smaller, but this one fits in my Hobonichi cover, my Hobonichi brand cover. So I'm assuming that it would also fit in my Imperfectly Perfect leather cover. So I think it's true A5 size. I think it actually has it here. So 5 5/6 of an inch and 8.5. Yeah, because I think true A5 is 5.8 by 8.3, I think. I don't know. It fits in my Hobonichi cover. That's all I care about, and it's really nice. So it's a little bit thinner, like I said, than my dingbats. My dingbats doesn't fit in my Hobonichi notebook, so, you know. It does look like stitched binding. It really doesn't, well, okay, no, I lied. It does lay flat on its own. I gave it a little push. Every page is perforated, which is really nice because we all fuck up sometimes, you know. And let's see how many pages there are. I feel like it's comparable to the Leuchtturm. So there's 253 pages, and then this back page is just like that blank, and it's got the mauve in the back, and it's got a pocket back here. My nails are so long. So it's got the expanding pocket, which I use for like stencils and things. So I think that is it. So in the back it says perforated pages, expandable back pocket, elastic, MPU pen holder, and dot grid paper. So that's all it really tells me. And then the size, imported by Wal-Mart Canada, made in China. So yeah, so I bought it because like $4. Are you kidding me? And especially with this nice paper, like the Leuchtturm I think is 80 GSM. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong. And this is thicker than that. It, like I said, thinner than my dingbat, so probably, well, definitely thinner than Archer and Olive. But I would say like 100 GSM. Like it's pretty like, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pretty thick. Like it would be, you know, like my Dingbat's notebook is almost like a little too thick. I feel like Archer and Olive would be like a tiny bit too thick, but the Leuchtturm is too thin. And I love me some Hobonichi paper, some Tomo River paper, but it's been too thin for me lately too. So we go through phases, right? We go through phases. So I really just wanted to show you and tell you to keep a look at your look out at your local Walmart. It's pretty thick, but we go through, like I said, we go through those phases where we want a thick notebook. So I thought I would turn to the back and do a pen test. And then you're probably like, what is that bag underneath? I have something that I really want to show you guys that I bought off of Amazon specifically for bullet journaling. So I'm going to show you at the end of the video. So stay tuned. I'm sorry, that sounded super clickbaity. I'm going to show you it. You can skip. You can skip this whole pen test if you'd like. But I'm at the back of the notebook. I brought out a plethora of pens. I have like a Sharpie pen, a SimplyGilded gel pen. This is the Hobonichi brush pen. I have an Artist Loft, Sakura Microperm. I have my Hobonichi regular pen. I have a ballpoint. I have my fountain pen, a mono drawing pen, and a uni pen. Uni pin. Yeah. Yeah. So these are the ones that I like use. These are the ones that are like in my pen cup kind of thing. This is what I've been using in my Dingbat's notebook. This is what I use in my Hobonichi. And this is what I've been using in my Health Hobonichi. So these are kind of the things that I use all the time. I also have my Jane Davenport. This has mixed in my Pentel, Mentel, I don't know, another set of watercolors that I got off Amazon in here as well for more colors. So I have that too. We'll do some watercoloring. And then I have some ink. So I have my Versa Magic chalk ink. I have, this is from like just Michael's. It's called Studio G pigment ink. And then I also have just like a felt stamp pad that you can get just like from any office store. So this usually bleeds, but it's waterproof. Like I can watercolor over it without it smearing at all. So I'm going to try those three. This one is getting pretty worn out, so it might be iffy, but I have a plethora of things. So I thought I'd start with, I think I'm going to put these in like a specific order. Okay. So I'm going to start with my ballpoint. This is a pop-in ballpoint pen. These are just from Staples. I feel like they're the Staples brand, or like, I don't know. They're not a Staples brand. They're just, I get them at Staples, and I really like. They're just like, they have cute stuff. So, yeah. This one I've never used. I don't even really know how to use it. It's a Pentel sign pen. Ooh. I also forgot to grab myself a mild liner and a Crayola Super Tip and a Tombow brush pen. 2 seconds. You know when you have a plan and then you forget the plan? Yeah. Alright, so this is a mono. No, it's not. It's a dual, whatever. Dual brush. Not bad. You don't even know what your art supplies are called. This is a Crayola. I should have skipped lines from the beginning. Crayola. I don't even. Where's my mistake? It's here somewhere. Crayola super tip. I'm gonna go back to speeding up. So that is not a Jane Davenport, that's the other brand, but I just thought I'd use black because we're kind of doing that. So I just have like a little hello stamp, so this, and then like a heart one which is filled in. So I just thought that might be nice to see like a real stamp and then just like a full one and see what it does, see if it bleeds kind of thing. So this is the very, very almost dead chalk ink. I really need to buy a new one, but I don't want to because they're expensive and they're tiny. So yeah, so this is the pigment ink, which doesn't bleed on my Hobonichi, but does anything bleed on the Hobonichi? Actually, the pad does bleed on the Hobonichi, which is hilarious because it's like probably a $3 stamp pad, and it's the one that bleeds. Like, it's the strongest one. Okay. This is just a microfiber cloth that I use to wipe off like stamps and my watercolor pen. So I've been loving my ballpoint, so we are going to write these brands down. So this is the Versa Magic Chalk ink. This is the Studio G Pigment ink. And this is the TCI. I'm just gonna put felt ink because there's really nothing else to tell me what it is, so we're gonna write felt ink and call it a day. Alright, so that is not quite dry, but let's see what we got going on here. That's not dry either, the pigment ink. I find it takes quite a while. Alright, so the micro perm bled, and so did my fountain pen, so it's not fountain pen friendly. The Crayola Super Tip, when I went over it a few times, bled a tiny bit. It shadowed pretty bad. I can't tell if this is wet or if it's bleeding. This is my watercolor. The wet definitely bled through. I can't tell though. And then the pigment ink bled through, but the other ones did not. There's quite a bit of shadowing with the felt ink, but that's okay because it's waterproof. Although, if my watercolor is gonna go through. It doesn't really look like anything else bled through. What is this? This is 0.5. The Artist Loft is ghosting a tiny bit. But yeah. I was really hoping that my fountain pen would not bleed. Although, to be honest with you, that kind of shit just doesn't bother me. But, kind of bummed that my Artist Loft kind of ghosts because I like using that to draw out layouts, but whatever. Alright, so there is my pen test. I'm just going to put this aside real quick. And I'm going to show you guys what I bought off of Amazon. Now these showed up and they were like thick packages, And I thought for sure, I don't know why, like there's 6 stencils per pack, but I don't know why I thought I was buying like a few stencils. So I bought 4 packs of stencils. I bought 3 weekly packs and 1 monthly pack. These are all out of order. Let me just move them here. So these are all bullet journal stencils, and I'll leave the link below. They're off of Amazon. The link that I have is for the Canadian Amazon. Hopefully it'll transfer to the US Amazon. But they are literally, I don't know if you guys can even see that. Let me grab my green towel. They are literally just stencils for weekly layouts. Let me see if you guys can see that. Okay, perfect. So they're just a bunch of stencils. So that one is like a vertical. I won't go through all of them, but I'll show you guys kind of an example of what's in there. You can use them anyway. I mean, like, really. This one, I love this hexagon one. I think I'm backwards though, for sure. There we go. Love the hexagon one. I think I'm upside down. I think that's what's happening. But yeah. So they just have like a bunch, and they're lettered and numbered. So this one says 3A, 3B. But you can mix and match whatever you want. This one is one of my favorites. It's backwards again. This is like a horizontal. This one I really like too. Again, you can use it either way. You can even use it this way. Like, they're just really nice. This is a monthly one. Love it. And just like, they're just made for quick. Maybe I will just show you all of them because there's not very many left. This one I really like. So they have like week on 1 page, week on 2 page. You can use this with any kind of dashboard layout. They are numbered, so you know which ones go with which. Again, this is like a week on 1 page with a dashboard. And then there's monthly ones. So you have like a month on 1 page. This one, which was a month on 2 page. You have some mini months if you want them. And then this one is another bigger month. So yeah, I ordered these off Amazon. I absolutely love them. They fit pretty well in the 5mm dot grid. They're not perfect, but nothing's ever going to be perfect. I'm going to put that away because that is bright as all hell. Let's see what my watercolor looks like now. Yeah, so the watercolor bled through. That's not wet anymore. But yeah, I really wanted to show you guys these things that I found and I am just loving. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've set up that Dingbats notebook for fun. I'm still using my Hobonichi Weeks, but I'm learning that I just really love setting up planners, and that's okay. This one I think is going to start in July. I really need an academic planner. I'm a teacher. My life runs from July to June, or August to July, like whatever you want to call academic. But like that's how my pay schedule runs, that's how my job runs, so my life basically runs that way too. So I really need to have an academic planner. Still gonna use my Hobonichi Weeks. I love pre-planning. You know, I'm still gonna use my memory planner, all those things. But I really wanted to share this because this is such good value. Like $5 Canadian. It's cheaper in American. It's $5 Canadian, not even $4.83. And really pretty, nice and thick. I love the perforated pages. Again, I'm gonna link Tory Lynn's video down below because she did a flip through and she had this really cool Friends theme in hers. I noticed when she was flipping through hers that her perforated pages were kind of bent, so you'll see it in that, so that might be a drawback to this, but $5. $5. So yeah. So I thought I'd show you guys that. Happy journaling, happy bullet journaling, happy planning, whatever you're doing this year. Have fun with it. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't care what other people think. If you want to switch into 50 different planners this year and find out what you really love, do that thing. Do the thing you want to do. Have 6 planners. Have 1 planner. Have no planner. Do it on your phone. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Everything except for this notebook. I'll link the Pen+Gear products down there, but I can't find it. I've looked because I wanted to find out what GSM it is. Like I said, I'm assuming it's about 100. ish because my dingbats is 120 and the Leuchtturm is 80, so I think it's about in the middle, and I'll link these down below. Again, do what you want to do this year. 2020 has sucked. Make 2021 the year of using what you have, doing what you love, not caring what other people think. Yeah. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. No, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you next week. Bye, y'all.